And he was very funny. If I'd have tried to be funny, it's not funny, especially in movies. It's only funny, he was only funny because he was eccentric.
The news that Michael Caine's wife, Shakira, has been diagnosed with a serious illness has left not only their family, but also fans around the world devastated. Shakira, who has been by Caine's side throughout his career, now faces an uphill battle. Can the famous couple overcome this painful ordeal? Let's explore their emotional journey. Michael Caine, known for his ability to keep his work and personal life separate, has always kept his struggles private despite his colorful career. In 1973, he married Shakira Bach, a former Miss Guyana, and this was a major turning point in his life. Shakira was not only Caine's wife, but also his career partner. Shakira later became a famous model and actress, but their relationship is still considered one of the most stable and close relationships in the entertainment industry. The couple often appeared together in interviews and events, creating the image of a happy and united family. They have an only daughter, Natasha, born in 1973, of whom Caine is always proud and does not hesitate to share about her in interviews. Despite being a famous man with a busy career, Caine has always been devoted to his family. He's committed to his role as a husband and father, and has always put his family first. Caine has recently been open about his health issues, especially his limited mobility. Despite this, he continues to work and maintain his film career with admirable perseverance. Caine has a pragmatic approach to health and aging. He is not afraid to discuss his surgeries and treatments. His resilience and adaptability are a testament to his inner strength, not only in his career, but also in his personal life. To maintain his health, Caine focuses on simple activities like walking and reading. This experience has equipped him to deal with the numerous challenges that come with becoming a celebrity, including responsibilities to his family and health difficulties. An individual's tragic affair in the center of attention. Fans all across the world were affected by the news, which spread like a terrible wave over the planet. The renowned actor Michael Caine, who hails from the United Kingdom, is currently struggling with a very distressing personal loss. It was only recently discovered that Shakira Caine, Michael's wife, is suffering from a horrible and perhaps fatal disease. It came as a surprise to a lot of people when they found out that Shakira, at the beginning of Shakira's road to diagnosis, she had some concerning symptoms that drove her to see several different specialists. The devastating news that she had cancer was delivered to her after she had undergone several examinations and consultations. Because of the nature of her ailment, it is hard for physicians to predict how it will progress, which adds to the uncertainty and worry that both Shakira and Michael are experiencing. A significant amount of grief and solidarity has been shown by people in response to the news. Fans who have been admiring Michael's work for many years are now expressing their concern and sending their best wishes to the two of them. The effects of Shakira Caine's illness and the instability of her condition, the Caine family has shown a remarkable amount of perseverance and support for one another, despite the immense load that they are living under. They have been extremely helpful in giving care and comfort, and their children, Natasha and Dominique, have been especially helpful. During this difficult time, they have united around their mother and assisted their father in every way they can. Because of their commitment, which has been both emotional and practical, the family has demonstrated that they are very close to one another. When it comes to their statements to the media, the Caines have decided to exercise caution. Even though they have not disclosed every possible aspect of Shakira's illness, they have made an effort to express their gratitude to the fans and friends who have shown their support for her. They have made public remarks in which they have expressed gratitude for the compassion that has been offered to them, but they have also taken measures to ensure that they remain anonymous. While the Caine family has been struggling with their emotional loss, they have also been working to raise awareness about the illness that Shakira was suffering from. They have taken part in campaigns that aim to raise awareness of the condition among the general public and attract support for people who are afflicted with it. Articles written by medical specialists have supplied information that can assist in comprehending the nature of her ailment and the difficulties that she faces by providing this knowledge. Both Michael Caine's career and his long-term relationship with Shakira have been the subject of films that have been made in his honor. Having a sense of community and belonging together has provided Caines with a sense of comfort. Famous people and influential members of the public have also voiced their support. The Caines have received emails from a few individuals giving their congratulations on their bravery and resiliency. A greater sense of support has been felt across the community as a result of these acts of solidarity. Privacy concerns and the coverage of the media outrage and discussion have been sparked as a result of the media's portrayal of Shakira Caine's sickness. Even though the majority of responses have been encouraging, there have been some individuals who have voiced their concerns with the media's intrusion into the private life of Michael Caine and his family. Several reports had been deemed excessively comprehensive, with some even going so far as to make the private sorrow that the family experienced the subject of headline news. The disagreement highlights how difficult it is to tread the fine line between disclosing information to the general public and maintaining the privacy of different individuals. Because the media is continuing to report on Shakira Caine's health, it is of the utmost importance that news organizations assess the impact that their coverage has had on the family and make an effort to keep their reporting courteous. From his humble beginnings on stage to his current status as a Hollywood icon and his recent retirement early in his career, Caine appeared in cameos and supporting parts. His performances were rather insignificant. Michael Caine's early career in acting was marked by his humble beginnings. He made his first uncredited appearance in the 1950 British military film Morning Departure. However, his journey in the world of entertainment was not limited to film. Caine also pursued stage acting during the same period. He responded to a newspaper ad for a position as an assistant stage manager and supporting actor at the Westminster Repertory Theatre in the early 1950s. During this time, he lived in Horsham, a small town in West Sussex, and immersed himself in the theatre scene, a pivotal part of his development as an actor. Caine's first breakthrough came in 1953, when he was cast as Hindley in a stage production of Wuthering Heights. It was during this performance that he adopted the stage name Micklewhite to avoid being confused with another actor already using his real name. His portrayal of Hindley caught the attention of many and marked the beginning of his growing reputation as a talented stage actor. At the age of 21, Caine joined the Lowestoft Repertory Theatre Company in Suffolk, where he continued to hone his craft. It was at Lowestoft that he met Patricia Haynes, who would become his first wife. This period of stage work laid the foundation for his future success in film, eventually leading him to become one of the most iconic actors of his generation. Caine saw these early years as extremely harsh and compared them to purgatory rather than paradise. He believed that they were a place of torment. Despite the challenging conditions, he was able to improve his acting abilities by participating in 9 different plays during his time spent at the Arcadia Theatre with Jackson Stanley Standard Players. 1954 was the year when Caine moved to London, which was a pivotal moment in his professional life. Michael Caine's decision to adopt a stage name came after he learned that another actor named Micklewhite was already working in the industry. His management team informed him of this conflict, prompting him to find a unique name for his career. One day, while reading a film poster for the Caine Mutiny, he was struck by the name and decided to adopt it. He jokingly remarked that he might have been called Michael Mutiny or Michael 101 Dalmatians if he had looked elsewhere for inspiration, highlighting his playful approach to the situation. Caine's first major television appearance came when he played a court officer in the BBC adaptation of the Caine Mutiny court-martial. This role marked the beginning of his television career. Over the years, he appeared in a variety of TV roles, often in smaller parts, including appearances in the long-running British series Dixon of Dock Green, the drama Escape, and the mystery thriller Mr. Charlesworth. These roles helped him gain exposure and experience, though his film career was still in its early stages. His cinematic debut came with A Hill in Korea 1986, in which he played a soldier in the unit of George Baker. This was his first notable film role, though it was still a small part. Caine's television breakthrough came when he starred in the BBC drama The Lark. However, it was his role in Zulu 1964 that truly marked the turning point in his career. In Zulu, Caine played a British officer during the Anglo-Zulu War, a performance that garnered significant attention and established him as a leading actor in Hollywood. By the time he starred in Zulu, Caine had already become a well-known face on both stage and screen. His varied roles across television, theater, and film built a strong foundation for his rise to stardom in the following decades, making him one of the most recognizable actors of his generation. After first putting Caine in the role of a Cockney private, director Cy Enfield showed his appreciation for Caine's versatility by placing him in the role of an upper-class commander. For a total of 14 weeks, the film was shot in Natal, which is located in South Africa. Even though Caine was initially bound by a 7-year contract that was condemned by Joseph E. Levine, his agent was able to aid him in landing roles in other films, such as Hamlet at Elsinore, in which he portrayed the role of Horatio. During the middle of the 1960s, Caine's career began to take off quite a bit. In the IP Scress File, he portrayed the role of Harry Palmer, a minor burglar who transforms into a spy, and in Alfie, he played Alfie Elkins. This was a very significant event for Alfie, since it was his first nomination for an Academy Award and it solidified his position as a major celebrity in the United States. Both Funeral in Berlin and $1 Billion Brain featured Caine and his character as Harry Palmer, which he had previously played. It was in Gambit that he made his debut in Hollywood. It was then that he met John Wayne, who advised him to speak slowly and quietly. This advice had a significant role in Caine's acting technique. Throughout the late 1960s and early 1970s, Caine was a well-known actor thanks to his significant parts in films such as The Italian Job, in which he portrayed the role of Charlie Croker, a Cockney gangster. The iconic phrase from the movie, which read, "You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off," became something of a legend. In addition, Caine had roles in the films Battle of Britain and Get Carter, which was a British gangster movie. It was his parts in Pulp and Sleuth alongside Laurence Olivier that helped him establish his reputation. His performance in the film The Man Who Would Be King, which also starred Sean Connery, was critically acclaimed by a large number of people. Throughout the late 1970s, Caine continued to find success with films such as Silver Bears and California Suite, even though he was subjected to criticism for a number of his film choices, including The Swarm and Ashanti, Educating Rita, which he directed in the 1980s, and for which he received both a BAFTA and a Golden Globe, brought him back to the attention of film critics. Because of his work in Woody Allen's Hannah and Her Sisters, he was awarded the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for the first time for his performance. Caine's career continued to be successful, even though he had several films that were not well reviewed, such as Jaws, The Revenge, and Blame It on Rio. Even though he was surrounded by Muppets, he brought a serious approach to the role of Ebenezer Scrooge in The Muppet Christmas Carol. He portrayed the role of Ebenezer Scrooge. In addition, he had roles in the films Mr. Destiny and Bullseye, as well as in several additional television features and sequels to his Harry Palmer series. The latter part of the 1990s and the beginning of the 2000s were a period of tremendous rejuvenation for Caine's career. In the year 1998, he was nominated for a Golden Globe for his performance in the film Little Voice. Immediately after this, he went on to have a string of successful roles, the most notable of which being The Cider House Rules, for which he was awarded his second Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Caine proceeded to astonish with roles in Miss Congeniality as a sophisticated pageant coach and Quills as Dr. Royer Collard opposite Geoffrey Rush, Kate Winslet, and Joaquin Phoenix. Both of these films were released in the following year. Caine had a role in the drama entitled Last Orders, which was released in 2001 and starred Helen Mirren, Bob Hoskins, and Tom Courtenay. His performance in the film The Quiet American garnered a great deal of praise from the critics. Roger Ebert praised Caine's performance, comparing it to a flawlessly crafted performance that was both effortless and genuine. In addition to receiving a Golden Globe and a British Academy Film Award, James Caine was nominated for an Academy Award for this depiction, which was his 6th nomination overall. At the same time, Caine worked on several remakes of his older works. The part of Sleuth, which had been played by Laurence Olivier in the original film from 1972, was recast by Caine in the remake that was released in 2007, with Jude Law playing the role that Caine had previously played. In the history of film, Caine is one of the few actors to have been in two different versions of the same film. Caine was lauded by Jude Law, who stated that he gained a great deal of knowledge from witnessing his sensitive and outstanding performance. In addition, Caine began experimenting with humor at this period. In the films Austin Powers and Goldmember, he portrayed the role of Austin Powers' father. Additionally, he participated in the film Second-Hand Minds alongside Robert Duvall and Haley Joel Osment. In Around the Bend, 2004, Michael Caine played a key role as the older member of a family grappling with life's transitions, a part that resonated with many for its depth and relatability. His portrayal of a loving but complicated father figure added a new layer to his career, showing his ability to bring nuance and warmth to roles in smaller, family-centered films. In Bewitched, 2005, Caine appeared as Isabel's Nicole Kidman father, playing a character in a whimsical, light-hearted comedy alongside Will Ferrell. This role allowed Caine to explore his comedic side, stepping into a world of fantasy and magic while still maintaining his signature charm and wit. However, one of his most iconic and beloved roles came when he was cast as Alfred Pennyworth in Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins 2005, which launched a trilogy that redefined the superhero genre. Caine's portrayal of the wise, loyal, and compassionate butler, Alfred, quickly became one of the standout performances in the series. Alfred's character, a moral anchor to Christian Bale's Batman, was pivotal in providing emotional depth to the films. Caine reprised this role in both The Dark Knight 2008 and The Dark Knight Rises 2012, bringing continuity and gravitas to the trilogy. His performance was universally praised for its warmth and humanity, playing a crucial role in Bruce Wayne's emotional journey. Throughout the trilogy, Caine's Alfred was more than just a servant. He was a father figure, confident, and moral compass to Bruce Wayne, and his quiet wisdom helped guide the Dark Knight through his darkest moments. Caine's role in these films added a profound emotional layer to the Batman mythos, making Alfred Pennyworth one of the most beloved characters in the superhero genre. Caine regarded the Batman trilogy as one of the most significant achievements of his career. The dystopian thriller Children of Men, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, and The Prestige, directed by Christopher Nolan and starring Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale, were both films that he appeared in during the years 2006 and 2007, both flawless, which was released in 2007, and Is Anybody There, which was released in 2008, were British dramas that focused on the end of life. Although he had first intimated that Harry Brown would be his last major role, he later underlined that he did not want to retire, explaining that the industry would retire him rather than the other way around. Caine performed the role of Professor Stephen Miles, Leonardo DiCaprio's instructor and father-in-law, in the film Inception, which was directed by Christopher Nolan and released in 2010. The film Inception received 8 nominations for the Academy Award, including 1 for Best Picture. It was a major success. Not only did Caine play the role of Finn McMissile in Pixar's Cars 2, but he also acted in the film Romeo and Juliet. It is in the movie Journey to the Mysterious Island, and he plays the role of Josh Hutcherson's grandfather. Caine had an appearance in the heist thriller Now You See Me, which was released in 2013, and also starred Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson. A sequel was made since the film was such a huge financial success at the box office. This led to the development of the continuation of the story. In addition, Caine performed the character of Professor Brand, a senior NASA scientist, in the film Interstellar, which was directed by Christopher Nolan. Caine's participation in the film was a significant accomplishment. His performance in Interstellar was acclaimed by both reviewers and audiences alike for the depth and complexity of his interpretation of the role. Michael Caine's career continued to flourish well into the 2010s, with several standout performances that highlighted his versatility and enduring appeal. From 2015 to 2023, his roles demonstrated his remarkable range, from serious dramas to thrilling heist films. In Youth 25th, directed by Paolo Sorrentino, Caine delivered a powerful performance alongside Harvey Keitel and Rachel Weisz. playing a retired composer, reflecting on the twilight years of his life. Caine's portrayal was widely praised for its emotional depth and complexity. The film itself received critical acclaim, and Caine's performance earned him recognition, with the London Film Critics' Circle considering him for the Best British Actor of the Year award. In the same year, Caine lent his voice to a project that reflected his ongoing commitment to children's literature. He recorded a story for the UNICEF Children's Fairy Tales app, showcasing his versatility and his deep connection to philanthropic causes. In Dunkirk, 2017, Christopher Nolan's World War I epic, Caine made a brief but significant cameo. His appearance in this film was a respectful nod to his previous role in Battle of Britain 1969, which had helped cement his status as an actor capable of handling weighty historical dramas. Nolan's Dunkirk, known for its intense action and minimal dialogue, marked another collaboration between the two, highlighting Caine's long-standing relationship with the director. Another notable project was King of Thieves 2018, where Caine took on the role of Brian Reader, the mastermind behind the notorious Hatton Garden heist. The film, based on real events, portrayed a group of elderly criminals planning one of the most audacious thefts in British history. Caine's portrayal of the aging but cunning thief earned praise for his ability to bring both gravitas and dark humor to the character. Come Away, the children's fantasy film, and Tenet, another film directed by Christopher Nolan, are the two most recent films that Caine has worked on. He made an appearance in the 2021 production of Twist, which was a modern adaptation of Oliver Twist. Caine continued to perform, even though there were rumors that he could retire. Michael Caine's final film, The Great Escaper, which was a collaboration between the UK and France, premiered on October 6, 2023. Filmed in 2022, the movie is based on the life of a World War I veteran, depicting his remarkable escape from a nursing home to attend the 70th anniversary of D-Day. The film, directed by Oliver Parker, received positive reviews for Caine's portrayal, with many praising his performance as a deeply emotional and poignant representation of an elderly man seeking to reclaim his dignity and freedom. Following the film's success, Caine made a personal announcement on October 13, 2023, that he would be retiring from acting. In his statement, he explained that the time had come for him to step away from his long and illustrious career, marking a significant moment in the life of the actor who had graced the screen for more than 6 decades. Caine cited his belief that this was the perfect time for him to retire, expressing gratitude for the opportunities he had been given and the joy of acting, yet acknowledging that the physical demands of the craft had become more challenging with age. A heritage of adaptability, family, and generosity in the afterlife. In spite of the fact that he is in his 80s, Michael Caine continues to be a well-known protagonist in the film business. More than 60 years have passed since the beginning of his career, and he shows no signs of slowing down. No matter how old he is, he never ceases to captivate audiences with his extraordinary talent and magnetic personality. The vast knowledge and versatility that Caine possesses ensures that he will continue to be a presence on the big screen, so fans can anticipate seeing him in upcoming films and developments. Although he is getting close to retirement, his influence on the film industry will undoubtedly continue. The reason why Caine continues to be so famous is not just due to his prowess as an actor, but also to the remarkable versatility he possesses in playing a variety of roles. The fact that he has been able to switch between comedic and dramatic roles so fluidly throughout his career is evidence of his flexibility. The fact that he was able to demonstrate his talent at an early age by appearing in films of such high caliber as The Italian Job and The I-Press File was a significant factor in his subsequent success. Later on, he was awarded Academy Awards for his work in films such as Hannah and Her Sisters and The Cider House Rules, which further solidified his reputation as a talented performer. The life of Michael Caine is centered on his family, particularly the bond he shares with his wife, Shakira Caine. Since they have been together for so many years, they have provided each other with solace and consistency. Caine's strong familial connection has proven to be quite important, particularly as he has been confronted with the challenges that come with becoming older. One of the most significant contributions that Shakira has made to his life is that she has helped him triumph over both personal and professional obstacles. Through the course of time, Caine's family will undoubtedly continue to exert a considerable influence on both his life and his professional endeavors. Both Natasha and Dominique, who are Caine's offspring, have, for the most part, concealed themselves from public view. Despite this, they could become more obvious when they work toward achieving their objectives. There is a possibility that their increased public awareness was influenced by both the high status of their father and the decisions that they made on their own. When Caine decides to pursue a career in the film industry, the support of his family will be essential, regardless of the amount of public engagement that he receives. The impact of Michael Caine extends beyond the confines of his family. A significant contribution to the film industry has been made by him in the capacity of a guide and an example to follow. He has a well-deserved reputation for cultivating new talent and establishing rigorous expectations for artists and filmmakers in their younger years. The business has been irrevocably altered as a result of his unwavering dedication to his work and his selfless approach to mentoring and guidance, due to the fact that the next generation of artists looks up to him as a source of inspiration and hard work. This influence is likely to continue for a considerable amount of time. Over the next few years, it is quite probable that Caine will continue to work on some different film projects. Any production that he participates in will benefit from his wide experience and excellent perspectives. It is reasonable for fans to predict that he would choose assignments that showcase the breadth and depth of his acting abilities. The fact that he will continue to work in the film industry will not only display his skill, but will also indicate his commitment to the movie business. Michael Caine's relationships with the public and the media may change as he gets older. Although he is well known for his clear and easygoing interviews, it is possible that he may become more selective in the media appearances he makes. There is a possibility that this decision was motivated by a desire to maintain a higher level of privacy or to spend more time with his family. Regardless of this, Caine's captivating charm and charisma suggest that his interviews will continue to be of interest to fans as well as the media. The commitment that Caine has shown to his audience. It is through his consistent participation in charitable endeavors that he displays yet another facet of his personality and further solidifies his status as a respected character in both his business and personal lives. The legacy of Michael Caine encompasses not just his acting career, but also his initiatives that were not related to the film business. It is quite likely that the persistent curiosity of the general public in his work, in addition to the good response, will serve as a significant source of motivation for him as he moves farther forward. It will be possible to obtain content that is more in-depth regarding Michael Caine's professional and personal advancements. Fans may keep themselves informed about his most recent endeavors and contributions by watching the videos and keeping up with the current advancements, in addition to keeping the public updated about his ongoing career. Providing support for his efforts on social media and other channels would also help him. What do you think about Michael Caine's journey? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more interesting updates. Thank you and see you in the next videos.